Welcome to map 3 of miou against TitaN. It is Echo Hours, and the winner of this map is going to remain in the tournament. And as we can see, TitaN is going for a Tavern Hero build again. So even though he was just destroying miou with the Demon Hunter first, apparently in this game he's going to change up his strategy. And given that he... Okay, never mind, I think the Ancient of War is coming just now. Okay, yeah, so this isn't going to be Tavern Hero hunts. I think on Echo Eyes against Human this would be super risky, because at the time the AM, which I'm assuming miou is going to build, by the time the AM is out and can already head towards the Night Elf's base, there's basically nothing out for the Night Elf with a Tavern Hero hunts build, except for, you know, the Tavern Hero that you can pick up on the Tavern eventually, a little bit later than the AM would spawn, but then again his walking distance to the Night Elf's main would also be a little bit shorter. But yeah, we'll see some archers early on. We'll see probably not a panda, I would imagine, because with a panda you really need the Ancient of War to tank some of the damage away, whereas the Beastmaster and the Dark Ranger can creep more easily on their own, thanks to their summons without the Ancient of War directly supporting them. So AM halfway out, first footman almost out. miou once again having his base open here, once again is probably not going to close it. And we'll probably see Scout Farm by miou. Not yet, the peasant just heading down there in order to build a Scout Farm here. Alright, fair enough, but the archer picking up on that is probably going to deny miou from getting that one up, which is pretty unfortunate, because then miou is going to have to build another farm inside of his main.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. And yeah, there's the farm in the power build already, and it's actually the Fire Lord. Alright, TitaN didn't expect that, but certainly a pleasant surprise here by him. So on the final map he's trusting into the Fire Lord. miou responding to that with the very quick expansion, and the Fire Lord is going to get aggressive immediately, as it seems. So no creeping, no, you know, stacking up a couple of lava spawns before approaching approaching miou here. And Ancient of War being built here immediately. He's coming in with one archer with one lava spawn immediately. The first XP is going to the Fire Lord for this water metal, and as miou apparently abandons the creep camp, the Ancient of War is being cancelled immediately, because of course the creeps would attack that eventually, because it's way too close for them to not trigger their aggression. In the meantime, still tier 1 for the Night Elf. Once again, he's adding the Hunter's Hall here early on. miou pulling back. Is he gonna attack, or is he going to go for the expansion again? I mean, look at the number of peasants here. Would be pretty much a waste if he... Okay, fair enough. He's going for the attack here. And of course, if he wants to, he can use this large number of peasants to creep some bigger camps while taking Wisp this time. Detonated in time. miou already up at 230 lumber. He's got the kill on the Ogre Matcher here. The lava spawn is going to be chased away. And that means that the Fire Lord, the lone Fire Lord, and the two archers here shouldn't be able to do too much against this AM and like 4 footmen at the moment. Of course, TitaN, seeing the attack here, knows about what's about to happen. Blacksmith coming for miou, tech coming for TitaN now as well, as a response to this very quickly after miou's tech. And miou just continues creeping here. He's up at level 2 already. Just gonna get a little bit more XP out of this. Nothing too significant. A couple of militia chasing the Fire Lord away here. The archers taking care of that Scout Farm, which miou should probably cancel. There's not really anything he gains out of this. So yeah, there is the cancel. Couple of hunts out, and he's really trying to keep the pressure up with this Fire Lord here. I feel like he should try and get a little bit of XP on that one as well. Detonate once again in time, but at the same time also another Wisp has fallen. And yeah, the Fire Lord trying to go for another kill on one of the peasants. This is super risky if he goes through this gap and he realizes that, turns around. miou, in the meantime, at the middle of the map, is apparently going to go for some more harassment again. With the first 2 huntresses out though, the damage finally starts rising here to, you know, at least a significant level that is probably going to force miou to even head back to not go for some harassment here. That's a pretty interesting base with the movers all lined up. Once again, a couple of militia being called. Second rifleman is in production for miou. Tier 2 is soon going to finish. I'm assuming we'll see an arcane sanctum as well as a second hero, about which, you know, there's a couple of decent choices for miou. I think it's gonna come down to either a Mountain King or a Naga. Once again, another little quick poke by the Firelord here, killing 2 more of the working peasants. But the question is this in the long run going to work out with the Firelord? Because once miou gets his Arcane Sanctum up and gets, you know, some Dispel in, then the question is how much is that Firelord going to be able to contribute to future tier 2 fights, which I'm assuming we'll see. Well, TitaN might be even going for tier 3 eventually. So he's definitely want to get some experience right now on both his Firelord and especially his Panda, which of course on level 3 can make a huge difference against Rifler and Caster. And yeah, we do see the Naga second by miou. Arcane Sanctum is being built here, power built by miou, and I don't really see the point in hiding in the back of his base here. I mean, at the moment with 4 huntresses, well, against the 4 riflemen already and the footmen, I don't really even think that TitaN does have that much of map control at the moment, because the Panda is still very low leveled. There's not a huge impact that he's got on level 1. But then again, the clock is also ticking for him in terms of making these huntresses worthwhile. Because as I just said, there are already 4 riflemen out and a range upgrade is coming. And they are not going to be, you know, becoming less useful. And therefore he's gonna want to do some damage with those level up. Saves the Panda for just a second, and I think he just used a big heal potion in order to save that Panda. I think the more clever decision would have been passing the town portal onto the Panda and, you know, save the big heal potion for later on. miou apparently isn't going to go for a big push though, but for a counter, for a tier 2 expansion again. Like we've seen him do previously, also against Night Elf, together with the Rifler casters on tier 2, which is definitely a risk here, in my opinion, because if the Night Elf gets up to bears in time and is able to punish that, then this can really backfire on miou. And in this case, TitaN has gone for the tier 3 tech very, very early on. That upgrade is already being researched for the bears. Panda is 2.5. So is the Firelord, whereas AM and Naga are 3 point a little bit and 1.5. Now lava spawn here being summoned, but at the moment against all of the piercing damage it could get quite dicey here for the Night Elf player. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire coming in though, and the numbers are the only thing that is still somewhat in TitaN's favor. But yeah, I said it, with all of the piercing damage this gets really dicey, so he's gonna have to pull back for now. miou is gonna get his expansion up safely, and TitaN is really gonna have to try and get up to bears as quickly as possible here. The first one has just spawned, the second one is in production, and tier 3 is done. There is... Okay, I think you just cancel the second bear in order to get the lumber necessary to get the master upgrade. So for now he's only got 1 bear, and he could actually take a lot of damage by this aggression here by miou. And in this situation, you know, Demon Hunter or Warden or anything else but the Firelord really shines. He's picked up the Orb of Venom though, which is going to be a huge help here in order to deal with this aggression. Panda should be able to cast another Breath of Fire soon. Rejuvenation wasted here onto the Hunt, which was about to fall anyway. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire coming in, and miou is town portaling out, losing 1 more Sorceress here, but saving plenty of rather low HP units, as you can see. So yeah, with the orb, with the first bear, with the first roar, TitaN definitely able to deal with this harassment. Master apparently has finished in the meantime, and no further bears are being produced because there are so few lumber wisps for TitaN at the moment. So level 3 for him. One tower still only up. So did he even scout this? Yeah, he did scout this. And another wisp is floating in here. The question is, how quickly is TitaN going to be able to gather a sufficient army of bears and maybe few dryads in order to deal with this rifle caster army? And, you know, looking at it from miou's perspective, is miou going to be able to gather a big enough tier 2 army before, you know, TitaN feels ready to engage in a bigger battle? And it looks like TitaN already wants to engage. He's got 2 lava spawns here, which is pretty great. The first Master Bear still only with the army, but the Roar is already helping out the Night Elf player greatly. Breath of Fire is coming in immediately. He's used by miou. And TitaN immediately repositioning here. miou already up by 9 supply, but you know, that was to be expected given the tech disadvantage he's got. Drunken Haze coming in by the Panda, and he doesn't have any more mana. Another bear is just coming in. There is no Dispel yet for miou, so this Panda is going to be unchallenged here as long as the rejuvenation is happening, because miou doesn't have the damage output at the moment to deal with the rejuvenation of TitaN. Staff should be available to get this bear out safely. I think he just passed it from the Panda onto the Fire Lord. So nothing lost here by TitaN except for like, what, 1 hunt or so, which doesn't really matter at this point. Another Breath of Fire is coming in. The Fire Lord is doing great damage with the Orb of Venom against the Sorceress. And another Rejuvenation is coming in, and miou, he struggles to deal with the Rejuvenation at the moment. That's the big problem for him. But at the same time, the damage output, while it's not enough to kill stuff, it's still enough to keep TitaN away from his expansion. And he didn't heal the bear with the Moonburst. So this one is going to fall thanks to a mistake here by the Night Elf player, granting level 4 to the IEM, which is great because more mana for the casters, more mana for the heroes. Rejuvenation should be stolen immediately. What's he waiting for? Yeah, stealing the Rejuvenation onto the Water Mantle, which means the Panda would maybe have to be staffed. Yeah, that's what we're seeing. And counter expansion by TitaN, as apparently he feels like he's probably not going to be able to break this. But then again, he saved tons of bears. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bears out at the moment. This expansion is not going quite too far, has to be cancelled. Wisp has to be detonated. But still, TitaN's army is looking strong. The next fight is going to be very important, because apparently we'll see if he's going to try to counter expand again. I think if he wants to, he can probably hold it at the moment. But if he wants to get aggressive again, there also might be a shot of him being successful in doing so. But we'll see another expansion. We'll see some more incentive to fight by TitaN. He's got to reposition his Fire Lord immediately though. But miou already... Yeah, now seems to be the time where miou's expansion slowly starts to shine. Roar is coming in by the bears. The Fire Lord is taking a ton of damage immediately. What's he doing? He's losing the Fire Lord immediately at the start of this fight, which should not have happened. This one was carrying the Staff of Preservation as well, which means the bears are going to be much easier to snipe down. Fire Lord has been rebought immediately. 2 of the casters are being taken down there. miou not paying attention. IEM Illusion is just being picked off here. Naga also, you know, being there twice. The one on the bottom is the real Naga. 2 bears are very low HP. One of them is being focused out. The second one is being staffed. Is not being staffed back. Is being pulled back. The Panda is being staffed back, and the numbers are just in miou's favor at this point. As I just said, now the expansion finally starts really shining. Panda has used the majority of Moonwells, and he's not going to be in time, I think, to save this bear with Staff of Preservation. Or is he? This bear is probably going to come in, going to get rid of the slow. He's past the Staff of Preservation and saves one of the bears. The other one is going down. the same time, no counter expansion attempt for TitaN, which means at this point I think he doesn't feel like he can hold it anymore because of the human expansion, because of the large human army, and this means TitaN is falling further and further back in this game. 41 supply against 67, and at this point the tech advantage of him, you know, starts to not be worth it anymore. A couple of Dryads by now added as well. Rejuvenation by the bear onto itself. Should just make sure to stay out of the breaker's range. For now, miou, no upgrades so far. Blacksmith is producing the first defense upgrade for the raiders. Once again, the wisp is being taken care of, so miou really wants to make sure that there's no counter expansion here. The breaker is being mispositioned, which is going to cost him his life, which is a little bit more XP for the Night Elf heroes. But at the same time, miou gets another little creep camp, so some more XP for him as well. He's got one heal scroll only, should maybe pick up a second one, and then he should be very, very ready to take a fight. But even with only one heal scroll, I think things could be looking a lot worse for the human player at this point. A couple of wisps are coming in for the detonates, of course. In the meantime, 2 staffs for TitaN. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire coming in against the caster. Scroll of Protection has not yet been used, which is a bit surprising to me. Wisps are coming in for the detonate. Maybe now Scroll of Protection as the detonate is gone, but miou seems to not even be needing it. Panda being staffed out. The bears once again have to run. The creeps also taking part in the action again, which so far has worked out very nicely for miou. Another bear is being sniped off, and miou is looking so strong at the moment. Another breaker is probably going to fall to the focus fire of the Fire Lord here. Level 4 for him, but still, just looking at the number of casters here, this shouldn't be, you know, a game TitaN can still come back into. Ancient War is being uprooted. He's got the support of his own shop for now, but miou is going to make sure that that's not going to last for too long. Is the panda going to pick up another item before the shop falls? The answer is no. Another bear is being focused and staffed here. Another bear has just been spawned. Rejuvenation should probably go onto these guys, but TitaN not paying attention for now, repositioning the Fire Lord and the panda and, you know, the majority of his army here to the right hand side, whereas the rest is sitting here at the left hand side. AM and Naga going in very deeply, so if miou overcommits here with his heroes on the front, of course this could still backfire on him. Of course this is still a tier 3 Night Elf army, so miou is of course looking strong as long as he doesn't make any huge mistakes. I think Town Portal right now should be coming in by miou, and that's exactly what's happening. Another breaker is going to be taken out. Another bear is falling as well though, and miou has traded so well here. Shop has gone down. Moonguys are mostly empty. Of course no moonstone available at the moment for TitaN. And taking a look at the mains, still 3,000 in there. Maybe eventually TitaN is going to try and uproot his entire main base and march down to the bottom and try and establish a second base. But he's going to be facing such a huge army by miou, who can get to the shop now, pick up another heal scroll or 2. In the meantime, has added a workshop as well, getting flare upgrade wise. He's getting the first attack upgrade for rifleman and mortar teams. He's getting the second defense upgrade for his breakers afterwards. So upgrade wise, he's also looking very, very strong. No upgrades for TitaN. In the meantime, he's getting another bear. He's not even in low upkeep at the moment, trying to get a little bit more experience. Both of the bears creeping their shops, their mercenary camps right now. Fire Lord staffed, so it looks like Panda level 5 is the main priority here for TitaN, which of course makes a lot of sense, as at this point the level 3 lava spawns aren't exactly helping a great deal for the Night Elf anymore. Pendant of Energy for the panda, which is great, and which miou saw as well. As we just seen, he used flare here at the mercenary camp of TitaN. Miou at the same time, what did he pick up? Talisman of Evasion. Not as great, because the Naga usually isn't the target of the focus fire of TitaN anyway. But he's keeping it for now. I mean, he doesn't really need the resources at this point. He's at 80 supply. He's probably not gonna wanna necessarily break into high upkeep anytime soon. Whereas, you know, TitaN still not even in low upkeep. Doesn't even have the Moonwell to do so. Shop is coming as well as another Moonwell, but are they going to finish? That is the question, and the answer is probably no. Wisps are being pulled here. Lots of detonates are gonna come in against the casters of miou once again. Soulburn onto the Naga. Drunken Haze is coming in. Breath of Fire probably as well. The Panda has reached level 5, so this is at least some good news for TitaN. miou has 1 heal scroll remaining, but all of the bears, they are melting here. Look at all of the damage they are taking. Another Breath of Fire is coming in, again doing plenty of damage, but the priests, the Scroll of Regeneration, the next heal scroll, they should be enough to compensate for the damage the Panda is able to do here at the moment. Fog Lightning is coming in, bears are falling one by one, the Fire Lord is falling as well, level 5 for the Naga, and she's probably gonna get away as the Panda does not have the mana here. Invisibility casted by miou, GG by TitaN, he's out of the tournament, and miou is going to advance into the playoffs. miou is going to finish on rank 2, doesn't matter what LilyC and Insomnia are doing in their best of 3. And yeah, the Fire Lord first, I guess, decent approach by TitaN. I feel like in the mid game, when he was trying to keep the pressure up with the hunts, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, of course. On the one hand, you want to make these hunts worthwhile, and as miou was taking towards the Rifler Caster army, as I said, the clock was ticking for the hunts, but at the same time, he didn't really do too much damage with them, and he, at the same time, you know, wasn't able to level as quickly as he probably wanted. Then I feel like he still traded decently in the middle, at the point in the game when miou had trouble dealing with the rejuvenation, but not good enough apparently, as afterwards when miou was really benefiting from his expansion and his army was growing stronger and stronger, TitaN wasn't able to deal with that anymore, wasn't able to get a counter expansion up as well, and therefore miou was just able to overpower him eventually with the you know, hugely superior army size, and therefore miou takes the best of 3. Therefore TitaN is out, and we'll see one more best of 3 between Insomnia and LilyC. Unfortunately not the one between HG and Thomas G, because I don't have those replays, but I hope you're still looking forward to the next one. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did so, then as always, you know, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.